on either side of the room. So someone to start, please. We'll go Martin.
Hi Pep, it's only 4 months since you said goodbye to Kevin and now he's coming back. Are you looking forward to seeing him?
After the game, yeah. Of course, it's nice to hear him back.
Have you sort of kept an eye on his start, the way he started in Italy? What have you made of it?
It's no surprise. Players in that level adapt so quick. The players in that level, they don't need much time to adapt and perform well.
Hi, Pep. Scott McTominay, MVP in Serie A. How do you deal with it? And are you surprised at just how well he's done after leaving Manchester?
Have a really good conditions. So was a team like won the Serie A. So that means when that happens, because the manager and the players make an incredible job, and when you win, every player always perform at his maximum level. So yeah, very good.
And on Gigio Donnarumma, we saw just how important he can be in the Manchester derby. How good is it to have that Champions League winning experience as well in that back line that you'll have tomorrow?
I would say in the last decade, always we had an incredible keepers. So Ederson have made an incredible job, and the other keepers that help us as well. And Gigi come from many years, and of course, he's a top-class keeper.
Thank you.
Hi, Pep. Usually when the Champions League starts, City are always mentioned as one of the favourites before a ball is kicked. Do you see yourself as one of the contenders this year? I appreciate it's very early.
Apparently we are not. And just enjoy the moment, the journey. We are happy to be here. In the past we have been and just won one, so that is a lot for difficulty, and is just focusing tomorrow, the game we have to play. Start well this competition, like apparently they have more games than the previous seasons, but when you start with a bad result, always is more difficult. And last season we draw first game against Inter. Hopefully this season we can do a better result.
Hi Pep, how much did last season's performance in the Champions League hurt you? And are you putting priority on improving in the Premier League or the Champions League this season?
Priority is the next game. Always have been in since I arrived here. Well, since I have been a manager in the second team for Barcelona, then there's no choose competitions. The game is this game, and when in 1 week or 10 days we go to the Huddersfield, will be the most important one. So define this institution or this club, organization, whatever you want to do, is we take seriously every single game.
Did the new format last season show that there's little room for error here?
The group stages always have been tough, but yeah, where you don't play, like you can face your group all the time, you can control their opponents, home and away, you learn a lot. But being in this format, you cannot control the other games, and the other groups can be better. When you are in your group, you can control more, so that's why it's more than a spectacle. You don't know what's going to happen. All you have to do, you have as much points as possible to qualify in the first 8, otherwise come back in the first 24.
Hi, Pep. Can I just ask about Erling? His performance on Sunday he seemed to be everywhere. He's defending for you as well as scoring. Are you able to just talk about his leadership qualities and what you've seen over the last 18 months, I guess, in how he's sort of improved in that aspect of his game?
That's a question of time.
Ogni casa racconta una storia. Da 45 anni il gruppo Tecnocasa è accanto a chi deve vendere o acquistare un immobile.
Winning a lot, except the Champions League. He helped us to bring that incredible trophy for us, the competition that we play for 11, 12, 30 years in a row. Like, it's an honor to be here. Like last season at the end, we finished the last 50, 20 games being the best team in the Premier League and winning, qualify, but always is tough. And of course, it's a question of maturity at the time, because he's a little bit older, even he's young. And of course, he's one of the captains. He came for many years. He signed a contract for many years to be here. And that's why, in a natural way. But normally, your figure in the locker room is been winning on the pitch. And of course, it happened in a natural way.
Was the contract one of the reasons why you picked him for that group, because he's got that longevity and someone you might see take on captaincy in future years.
With the extra games in the Champions League and Erling Haaland, and the possibility of injuries down the line, do you have to protect him
when
at
he's
all?
Injured, hopefully not, will be injured. I'm not thinking a reserve player because, of course, there are players that have more tendency. Have to really be careful, but in terms of Erling, as much as fit is going to play.
And in general, would say the workload of the Club World Cup as well, does that impact the way you select teams this Champions League?
No, 1 second. It's forgotten, and we make an incredible experience. We live really good. We create a good things there. Fortunately, we could not went through, but not at all. So it's already done.
Hi, Pep. Want to ask you about Napoli. Are you surprised by the way Antonio Conte has transformed the team, and what do you think they can do in Europe this season?
Of course, he can do as a top-class manager. So wherever I have been, his stamp always have been with the clubs, with the teams. No surprise for me.
And what do you think Kevin is giving to this team that they didn't have in the past season?
His incredible talent, vision, pass, assist, goals in the final third is unique.
Jamie?
Hi, Pep. Obviously, Rodri was injured for most of last season, unfortunately for you. How much better do you feel your team can be this season, you know, if he stays fit and plays as we all know he can play?
James, I said many times, Rodri was a massive blow for us, don't have him, but it was not the only one. It's the only reason we have been Rodri, who have been better last season. That it was not, as much time goes on, I had the feeling that it was much better than the moment the feeling. Because finished third in this league, in the Premier League, and FA Cup final, performed the would play. In the Champions League, I think was even worse than the Premier League, I would say, at the moment. But in the moment that we played, the defined moments in the Champions League is October, November, December. It was our worst period with many injuries. It was in 1 or 2 months that we make few points. It was a moment combined that we have 15, 16 injuries. When you have 15, 16 injuries, there is no team can sustain. So Rodri was an incredible, massive absent, but not just was the reason, the only reason why.
And with regard to the centre, the midfield of your team, with Ryan Deers and Nico Gonzalez now, you feel, you know, you've got a good amount of depth there to sort of, I know you don't want any injuries, but if it was to happen to whoever, you can sort of deal with that better?
Yeah, and Kova's coming back soon. So, yeah, the squad is really good. It's just now have a problem already, have just 16 players. We have, and what we need is come back, you know, Ryan Nuri, Ryan Cherky, John, and when everybody's coming back, we'll have rotate, and the people in the bench make a good impact during the game, and when the fatigue is coming, you know, will come soon, and of course we need to make everybody involved.
Take some questions in Italian, please, guys.
Hi, Pep. I just wanted to ask, with Napoli and Antonio Conte, similar to yourself, he's won so many titles. I just wondered how much you respect him as a manager.
A lot. I admire a lot, I learn a lot. I respect him a lot.
Salve mister, Francesco Molaro per Teleclub Italia. Lei conosce bene Conte, lo diceva anche al collega che le ha fatto prima la domanda, ma sono 3 anni circa che non gioca la Champions.
It's been 3 years since he played in the Champions League. How do you expect him to be angry, aggressive, ready to attack this City? Well, to be honest, I don't know. You know him better than I do.
Sono Iannicelli di Canale 21, ben trovata mister in Champions League. Secondo lei,
do you think that tomorrow night
una delle grandi favorite ed un outsider?
Will it be a big favourite and an outsider? Because Napoli is obviously an outsider. What kind of a match are you expecting? I'm expecting a huge level match because they're two of the most high-performing teams. What would be your advice to your colleague at Napoli? It is not my place to give advice. What kind of a match are you expecting? A very hard one.
Salve mister, Manuel Guardasole di Calcio Napoli 24. Si parla tanto di De Bruyne perché lo ritrova.
There's a
Ma
lot
se
of talk
dovesse
about De
togliere un solo
Bruyne
calciatore a questo
because he's
Napoli,
going to come back.
come
If
le
you had
felicissimo con la squadra che
if you
c'è.
had to remove one of the players from Napoli, which one would it be? No, I'm very happy with the team.
Buongiorno mister. Antonio Conte con due squadre diverse ha vinto qui
So
a Etihad sia
Conte
col Chelsea
has
che
won
col Tottenham.
with Chelsea and with Tottenham here at the Etihad. So apart from having strong teams, he has a tactical, strategic key that put you in difficulty. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. We'll see tomorrow.
Thank you.
Grip, stability, precision. That's the essence of driving. Lawfin.
Gianluigi, grazie per il tuo tempo. How did you... No, in English. How much did you enjoy...
Aspetta, allora.
How much did you enjoy the knee slide against Manchester United and your first Manchester derby?
È una mia esultanza e mi piace esultare come se fosse un gol, perché quando si fa gol fa gol tutta la squadra. Quindi mi piace esultare. Sicuramente non posso fare 100 metri.
Obviously, I can't do 100 meters and go to the other side of the pitch, but I like to celebrate with my fans, and it definitely kind of gives me an extra charge.
Your manager, Pep Guardiola,
Pep
Pep says you are world class, and also says at 26 you've got longer to give as well, lots of experience already. How does it make you feel knowing that the manager is speaking so highly of you?
Cosa ne pensi di come parla il mister?
Ringrazio
I
il mister.
thank the manager. To me, it's an honor and a pride to be here and to have him as my coach. And it's history, it's football history, so I'm really excited to be here and to have him as my coach. I definitely still have a lot to improve. I can still give so much more. That's my objective. My objective is to keep improving and give my all for the team.
It must have been a strange summer for you with going to the Club World Cup with PSG and then City's interest and then waiting for the move. Just wondered sort of, what you felt during the summer, first going off with PSG and then waiting for this move to happen.
Questo cambiamento.
Ma io sono stato molto chiaro.
I was very clear.
La mia voglia
my desire was to come here. It was that was my first, my only option, the only thing I wanted. And so I'm not going to talk about the future, but as I already said, my only option, my only choice was to come here, the only one. So I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here at City. I'm happy to be a part of this fantastic team, to this fantastic family, and give so much to these colours, to this badge. And I really hope to do it for many years to come.
And you obviously did.
Oh, sorry.
You obviously did amazingly well in the Champions League last year. This team won the Champions League a few years ago. Is this a competition you're looking to really thrive in again?
Sicuro.
Definitely. Definitely one of the objectives we have, yeah. We have to always dream big, but do it with humility. And that's the most important thing. We have to think about match after match, game after game. So tomorrow will be a difficult one. The first one in the Champions League. It's always the most complex one, and we will do it with a huge team, against a huge team. I know Napoli very well. I know the City very well.
Nocciolata, rigoni di Asiago, il più goloso richiamo della natura.
Teammates are there, so I know that it's a great team that we're playing against. And I will also say these things in the changing room.
Hi. When did you become aware of Manchester City's interest in you, and what did Pep say to you when he was trying to sell the move to you?
Prima dell'estate.
Before summer, I knew that City were very interested in me. And then
I rapporti si sono rafforzati.
The relationship kind of strengthened after the World Cup.
Ho saputo che il mister sforzava per il mio arrivo qua.
And I knew that the coach was
Tutti mi
pushing for
volevano
my arrival
e
here.
quello
Everybody
veramente
wanted me here. So
mi ha
that
dato
really spurred me on.
un grande
It gave
orgoglio, una
me
grande dimostrazione
such
d'affetto.
pride and to see such a
Veramente
demonstration of
non ho esitato
affection
ad
from them.
accettare
So I
a venire
didn't
qua con
hesitate
grande
to
gioia, con
come
grande
here with
entusiasmo.
great joy and great enthusiasm.
E spero ovviamente
And I
di dare
really
tutto me stesso
hope to
per il
give my
City,
all
per
for
questi
City,
colori,
for this badge,
perché un club storico
because
che
such history here.
vuole vincere
You know,
nella
the
sua
club
storia.
wants to win, always has done in its
Ha
history.
sempre
It's
vinto,
always
ha
won.
sempre cercato di
It's
vincere,
always tried to
quindi
win.
sicuramente sono
So
qua per quello,
I'm
per
here
dare il
for that.
massimo e
I'm here to give my
portare sempre più in alto
maximum
questi colori.
and you know, take this badge to as high as possible.
Hi, Gigio. You talked about why you wanted to come to Manchester City, but we watched you with Paris Saint-Germain last year. You were the best goalkeeper in the Champions League. You played very well. Why is it do you think they let you leave? Could you explain about the situation there?
Ma non mi piace tanto parlare.
I don't really
parlare
like
del
to talk
passato,
about the past, and
alcuni persone fanno le proprie
some
decisioni,
people
fanno le proprie scelte.
they make their own decisions, their
fa
own
parte del
choices.
calcio, fa
It's
parte
part of football.
del gioco del
It's
calcio.
part of the
Quindi,
game. So
ognuno fa le proprie scelte.
everybody
Adesso
makes their own
qua,
decisions and choices. Now I'm here,
contento,
and I'm happy,
sono orgoglioso
and I'm very proud,
e auguro il meglio
and I wish
per i miei compagni,
my
perché se
old
lo meritano.
teammates the best because they deserve
I
it.
miei ex compagni,
My
ho un grande
ex-teammates, yeah.
rapporto con loro,
I've
mi
got
hanno
a
sempre
great
rimosso
relationship with
d'affetto,
them. They've
anche
always shown me affection.
quando sapevano che
Even
sarei
when they
andato
knew
via.
that I was
Quello
leaving,
per me
for me
è
that's
stata una grande,
that was
una grande cosa.
a very big thing, very
Sapevo di aver
important
lasciato
to
qualcosa
know
di
that
importante ai
I'd
miei compagni, ai
left
miei ex-compagni,
something important to
qualcosa
my
che mi rende
ex-teammates.
orgoglioso.
This makes me proud as
Però
well.
delle altre scelte
But
non ne parlo.
I can't
Adesso
talk
sono qua.
about other
Sono a City,
choices.
sono
Now I'm
in un
here,
grandissimo
I'm at
club.
City, I'm in a
Sono in un
huge club
con grande storia,
with so much history and a club that really wants to win and wants to surprise everyone. And I'm sure that myself and my teammates will do everything we can to take City higher and higher.
There was a nice moment on Sunday when you'd made the save for Brian Mbeumo's volley, and Erling Haaland ran 70, 80 yards to congratulate you. Are you able to just talk about your relationship and friendship with him and how that evolved over time and what sort of character he's like?
Ma lui, oltre che un grandissimo
Aside from
giocatore,
being a fantastic player,
uno dei migliori al mondo,
one of the best in the
se non il
world,
più
if not
forte al mondo,
the best in the world,
è una grandissima persona,
he's a
quello che,
fantastic person as well.
Che lo fa diventare ancora più forte.
And that's what makes him even better in a way.
Con lui,
I've got an incredible relationship with him. He immediately sort of welcomed me.
Sembra che sono qui da tantissimi
It
anni,
feels
perché
like I've been here for many years, the way they've all welcomed me. So I'm really proud of that. The behavior, the attitude of the team has to be that. It has to be like a family.
Quando un mio compagno
And when a teammate
fa una scivolata, salva un gol, dobbiamo
sort of
esultare tutti
saves a goal, you have to all celebrate as if it was a goal scored by the team. So that's really important for me. We have to be united on the pitch and away from the pitch.
Quello penso che sia una grandissima cosa per
It was a huge thing, the result against United, for us to go higher and higher.
Hello. There can be a view that when you play with your feet, it's not your strongest asset, it's not your strongest part of your game. Is this fair?
Ma io cerco sempre di migliorare.
I always try and improve. I mean, I'm now
con il mister che
with this coach who is one of the best in these situations, so he can definitely help me a lot. We can do lots of things together, and I'm sure that we'll have great success.
Bisogna annusare il pericolo.
Obviously, you have to kind of sniff out danger, you know. When you're in a tricky moment, you have to be able to read certain situations and certain moments in a match. There are moments where you can play, you can kind of force play, and then there are moments where it's just better to kick it long and to avoid dangerous situations, especially if you've got a difficult situation like in a Champions game or in a final, all those situations. So you have to be good at knowing how to read the situation. And when you can play, you play, and when you can't, you don't.
I know you've only been here a few weeks, but from what Pep has told you, do you imagine the team will play broadly the same way that they have previously with all this success they've enjoyed?
Sì, sicuramente.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, we listen to the coach. He will tell us how we're supposed to play, and we will listen to him. And we're lucky in being trained and being coached by the best one in the world. So we will listen to him. Each match is different. Preparation for each game is different. So each team has a way of attacking and a way of defending. So our coach will prepare us for whichever match is coming up in the best situation.
Ciao Gigio, ciao. Manuel Guardasole, Calcio Napoli 24. Prima dicevi nello
So you were
spogliatoio
saying earlier that you will also tell them in the changing room how to play against Napoli. What are the tactical difficulties that you think City will have against Napoli? And then secondly, where do you think Napoli can get to in this Champions League? So the difficulties, I know how the coach will prepare them. I know how the coach wants things. I know it will be hard to defend and to attack. It will be very complicated because they will defend very well. They work well. They work very well in defense, but especially now also in attack. There are new players that are very strong. They've come from the Premier League, so they know how to tackle, how to kind of play against City. And so that will be complicated and difficult, and we have to be careful. And then obviously I know some of my own players. I'm going to give some of my defenders some, like Di Lorenzo. We speak often. We're in contact quite a lot. So, you know, it'll be a difficult match. It'll be very complicated. They will come here, obviously, for a great football match. And so we will have to be careful in every situation. And especially be careful for 95 minutes.
Per me ha una grandissima squadra. Si è visto nelle prime partite di campionato.
I think they have a great team. We saw it in the first few games of the championship. I wish them well. I'm very, very close, and I'm very close. My heart is close to the city itself, Napoli, so I wish them well.
Anch'io sono molto superstizioso.
I'm also very superstitious.
Non dico quanto, però spero molto a lungo.
So I hope for a very long time, yeah.
Ciao Gigio. Ciao. Ciao, Antonio Manzo, Spazio Napoli. Oggi sei a Manchester, però
so today you're at Manchester City, but you were 16 years with Milan.
Andato a Parigi, la nazionale. Oggi Manchester.
Today you're at Manchester City.
In provincia di Napoli ci sono migliaia di ragazzi
behind you, there are so many Neapolitan kids who dream of becoming the next Gigio Donnarumma. What kind of advice do you have for them? Because now in Napoli they're kind of dreaming about having the same adventure that you've had. Yeah, I know this very well because I often go home. And when I see the young kids, you know, I understand that I have to be an example. And I will always try to be that for them. I'll always try and be available. My advice is to have fun always.
giocare al calcio con il sorriso.
Play football with a smile on your face because it's a game. Kids need to have fun and they need to play happily. And then slowly, you know, you can see what else there is. But young kids have to have fun and play in the streets. I think this is the main thing, the most important thing to learn and to get to reach high. So I think that's the most important thing. I'm very, very kind of tied to Napoli. I've got so many friends, my family who live there. So whenever I can, that's one of my favorite places to go. I've got so much affection for everyone. I always try and go there. So I'm very excited about tomorrow's match. I would have been a bit more excited had it been in Napoli, but my whole family is here and everyone's here backing me. My mum is having a few issues in the I'm hoping she's going to be on my side, but I'm happy to play against Napoli and happy to play against such a big team for the first match. So good luck for this amazing adventure. You've talked about this kind of emotional storm that's happening inside of you, but you said sniff out danger earlier in one of your answers. Obviously, what is the danger that you think, a particular danger that you think we need to sniff out? And why do you say that Pep said it was a very, very difficult match? What is your advice to your teammates now? Because you need something extra, don't you, to win this kind of competition? Yes, in the Champions League, you always have to give a little extra in every single match. One of the most dangerous in Napoli is McTominay. Solin, who is also very dangerous, played very well in his first match. I watched it in the Champions League. They've got an important vertical kind of in the axis. They defend very well. So it will be a very difficult match. We'll have to be careful for the whole game because they've got legs and they've got intuition. And so this is also what I'll be saying in the changing room, but I'm sure our coach will be telling us these kinds of things when preparing us for the game. Like I said, I'm really happy though to be playing against Napoli. It's a very exciting, great first match. Do you think Napoli's ready for the Champions League? Oh yes, definitely. They've already shown that. They've made some really important acquisitions. They're going to be able to do really well in all the competitions with the new players they've signed. I'm pleased for them and I'm pleased for the whole city because they deserve to kind of have success in this Champions League, and I'm sure they will. Maybe one day you'll change from this pale blue from City to the Napoli pale blue. Well, who knows? One very, very last question. I saw your latest post, Leo's new house in one of your latest posts. But if you had to choose a stadium for yourself at home, which one would you choose? Well, it's a good question. I lived 8 amazing years at Milan. And I'm very passionate about Milan. I'm passionate about Napoli. So it would be very difficult for me to choose an Italian stadium between Napoli and Milan. Let's split the stadiums in half. Maybe you'll let Leo choose. Yeah, maybe I'll let him choose in the future. But it's definitely
come mi sente in casa, da come
Well,
mi
the
sente i
things
suoi nonni,
he's
da come
hearing
sente
in
i
the
miei amici,
house, my
sarà un
friends,
vero
his
napoletano.
grandparents, I think he's going to be a true Neapolitan. Sorry, I can't hear the question.
No, no.
I didn't hear the question because she didn't have a microphone. Well, no, Mum's going to stay at home tomorrow.
Spero di vincere la partita.
I hope to win this match tomorrow. That's it, really, because I'm playing with City, and I hope to win this match. And then my mum might be a bit cross for one day, but then she'll get over it.
Ma lo spero, sì, me lo ricordo.
You remember the goal you saved? I didn't hear the question, I'm afraid.
Di aiutare I miei compagni a raggiungere
I hope I can help all my
importanti,
teammates to
soprattutto a
achieve
partire anche
great success starting from tomorrow.
Grazie, grazie mille. Grazie. Ciao, buona serata.